I want to welcome everybody tonight to our Walk Through History Plaque Dedication. Tonight we're going to honor two wonderful residents of Florissant and business owners. Berdell Bert Heppermann, who was born on March 11th, 1934, and passed away February the 12th, 2018. And John Tucker Kohnen, who was born on August the 4th, 1926, and passed away on December 24th, 2021. This is our 53rd and 54th plaque dedicated here along St. Francis Street. The Walk Through History program is designed to recognize those individuals that have made a valuable contribution to the wholesome fabric of the beautiful city of Florissant in the North St. Louis County area. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge some people that are here with us tonight. First, the members of the City Council are with us. From Ward 2, Paul Maganelli. Ward 4, Jeff Caputa. Ward 6, Vice President Pat Mulcahy. Oh, there she is. Jackie's here, Ward 7, thank you. I thought you thought. Ward 7, Jackie Pagano. Our Municipal Judge, Mary Elizabeth Dorsey. Our Police Chief, Tim Fagan, has he made it yet? Okay. Our Fire Chief, Jason Hovelman. Jessica Berchtold, who's the president of Old Town Partners. Now, Lori Lowry, she's got two roles. She's the First Lady of Florissant, but more importantly, she's the chair of the Valley of Flowers. And the 2022 Valley of Flowers Queen in her court, Queen Sarah Pilla. First runner-up, Lexi Hare. Special maid, Rudy Takats. Trying. We'll get it right by the end of the year. Special maid, Olivia Aker. And special maid, Maria Heithaus. Welcome. And this time, I'd like Council Vice President Pat Mulcahy to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the Florissant City Council, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight to honor these two deserving men. And I especially want to thank and acknowledge the Heppermann and Kohnen families for all they've done for Florissant and Old Town throughout the years. I think it's important to honor and remember all those who came before us who helped build and sustain this wonderful community we have today. And Mr. Heppermann and Mr. Kohnen are two great additions to add to our Walk Through History honorees. So thank you again for everybody for coming tonight, and I hope everybody can stick around for the Wednesday night out after this. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. I'd like to ask Jessica Berchtold to come up as the president of Old Town Partners.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of Florissant Old Town Partners, I just want to thank you guys for coming and celebrating both of these men with us. It's such a wonderful thing that the city does. We love this program. I take my kids on a walk through the streets, and we actually do stop and read the plaques. It means a lot to our family that we're remembering this community. So thank you for coming, and what a great crowd we have.
Thank you. And certainly, I want to certainly mention the Heppermann family and the Kohnen family for everything that they've done for the city of Florissant. I mean, without them, these two strong families here, Florissant wouldn't be what it is today. And so we certainly appreciate everything that the Heppermann and the Kohnen family have done for the city of Florissant. So at this point, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to read a bio about Bert Heppermann, and I'm going to have some of his family come forward, and then we'll dedicate that plaque first, and then we'll do the Kohnen family. Berdell Bert Heppermann served in the U.S. Navy from 1954 to 1956. He was married to Margie Kohnen in 1956, and they raised 5 children here in the city of Florissant. Bert was very active with St. Dismas and St. Angela parishes. He was the manager of Crest Bowl and was the president and owner of Kimball Printing and Stationery. Bert served as the president of the Florissant Valley Rotary Club, the Florissant Valley Chamber of Commerce, and served as the treasurer of the Missouri Betterment Committee in Florissant, which promoted the Valley of Flowers celebration. He was lieutenant governor of the Optimist International Club, and in 1989, he received an award for his contribution to law enforcement from the Florissant Optimist Club. He was also named the Chamber Person of the Year in 1984. Bert was a member of the following organizations: the American Legion, Memorial Post 444, Ducks Unlimited, the Knights of Columbus, and the Friends of Palatine. What he was most proud of was serving as president of the Florissant Valley Sheltered Workshop from 1971 to 1973. During his presidency, he was very instrumental in getting the Sheltered Workshop moved from the crowded rental quarters to a much larger, accessible location, which is right behind us here at 210 Rue St. Francis. Bert was devoted to his family and to the Florissant community. Bert Heppermann. I'd like to now ask some of the family members to come forward and say a few words.
Thank you. Dad would be very proud to see everybody here supporting him this evening. He was a great guy. He loved he was proud of everything he did in the City of Florissant, as well as all the different organizations he belonged to. He enjoyed doing that almost as much as he did being out in the outdoors, duck hunting and turkey hunting. That's all I got to say, Tim.
Thank you so much. Was there anyone else who would like to come forward and say a few words about Bert? Steve Frank.
Hi, everybody. Bert was very, very instrumental in the early development of our sheltered workshop here. The interesting thing was Bert really had no family members or anyone in the family or close to the family with a disability, yet he was so very, very instrumental in getting things going. He helped get the shop from its small quarters over on Lindbergh, which was just a storefront over by the IHOP over on Lindbergh. They had 15, the workshop at that point had 15 people working for him. And now it employs just about 200. We're right at 200 now employees. And we've got a state-of-the-art facility over in Hazelwood. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's true. This building here was the first big acquisition, and then we just added on from there. The building next door, this building we added, the building in back we bought, and it really became something. How did I get involved? How did Bert get me involved, I should say, as usually happens? I was working at the bank at the time, and Bert knew I had a child with Down syndrome, and at that time was in the midst of my first career at Florissant Bank. Little did I know that move. Bert called and he said, "Hey, we need some members on our board of directors. So I did that, not thinking anything too much of it. I didn't know that move would lead in 1984 to a second career as executive director of the workshop. The point of all that is, it was through Bert's intervention that the workshop got where it got. And boy, he sure had a heck of a lot to do with me getting involved. And I had 24 good years over there, and I loved every minute of it. We owe Bert a great deal of a great debt of gratitude. As I say, we employ nearly 200 disabled adults, and the place is regarded as a real leader in the field. Thanks, Bert, for leading us in the right direction, and thanks, Margie and your family, for sharing Bert with us. Thank you.
So now I'd like to turn our attention over here to Bert's plaque and have the family walk over here and unveil the plaque. Go right ahead and unveil the plaque for Bert Heppermann. And I'd like to present the family, Margie, with a replica of the plaque. And thank you so much for everything that your family's done for the city of Florissant. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you. Now about John Tucker Kohnen. John was one of 10 children raised on a truck farm here in the city of Florissant. He was the beloved husband of the late Mary Lee Gerhardt. Friends and family knew John as Tucker. Tucker proudly served his country in World War II in the Army Corps, Air Corps. He founded KB Electric in 1948 with his best friend, Jack Bellman. KB is still family-owned business, now employing a third generation of Kohnens. He was happiest when surrounded by his family, especially his many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Tucker enjoyed spending time with his longtime companion, Jean Springmeyer, and her daughters, Julie, Marcy, and Laura. He loved playing golf with friends at Glen Oakland Country Club and visiting his condo in Gulf Shores, Alabama. A lifelong resident of Florissant, he was active in the community and always had a story to tell about Old Town. I'd now like to have Steve come up and say a few words.
Thank you. It's going to be very few. Dad would be extremely humbled receiving this honor. Born and raised a mile and a half from here. Never, well, he was born on the Kohnen farm and he died at the old Berdell farm, which was next door. So he didn't travel very far. It was a great life and he was a very good father.
Thank you, Steve. Monsignor Mark Ulrich, the pastor of Sacred Heart, would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, everyone. It's a privilege to be here, as I'm sure you feel the same way. Bert, Tucker are two of the finest in our community, and there are many as we look at the plaques, taking walks, jogging. It's just always a reminder of our foundation. But these two men had tremendous character and leadership to do and accomplish what they did. And it takes people like that in a community to make that happen. And from my point of view as well, two faithful men to their God and to the church of this community. So praise God for their lives, and their families are very, very proud, and they should be. Two great men of faith.
Thank you, Monsignor. We're going to head over here to his plaque now. So at this time, we now would like the Kohnen family to unveil the plaque for Tucker. Brian. I'd like to present this as a replica of the Kohnen family. Thank you guys seriously for everything you've done. So that concludes our plaque dedications this evening. Please join us for Wednesday night out. That's going to start right now. Jessica says right now. Thank you all for coming. Like I said, we just honored two great men of Florissant. Thank you.